A beautiful aerial look of downtown Minneapolis and Target Field. It's the Orioles and Twins, and it's coming up next. Now from the land of 10,000 lakes, we've got afternoon baseball from Target Field in Minneapolis. Today, it's Game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the Baltimore Orioles and the Central leading Minnesota Twins. Welcome into the broadcast booth, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here with play-by-play. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, ought to be a decent pitching matchup here this afternoon.
Yeah, and you've got a couple of guys here that aren't afraid to challenge you at the plate. They're not afraid to let you put the ball in play and let their fielders make the plays behind them. That should make for a pretty good matchup.
All right, Steve, thanks. We'll hear from EK momentarily, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the Baltimore Orioles, as Buck Showalter's crew will line up like this. They'll match up against a former All-Star here, right-hander Ervin Santana. Stephen Pierce will step to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway. Crowd still filing in this afternoon as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one.
First pitch, 1-11.
Here's the 1-0. Here's a fastball now that's hit softly down the line to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out. So 2 pitches yield our first out of the afternoon. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Alejandro De Aza will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Altogether a fine afternoon for baseball, 66 degrees the game time temperature. Here comes the 1-0. 2-0 now.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Open stance by De Aza. Here's the pitch. 2-2. And a good swing there as this is deep down the line and right, but this is going to wind up out of play. Swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
He'd obviously love a 1-2-3 here to start the first, and after a ground out and a strikeout, he's 2/3 of the way there.
Adam Jones will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. And this will be fouled away. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Boy, tough slider right there. Had him leaning back. I don't think he could have done anything with that pitch, even if he did swing at it.
And we're just getting started here in Minneapolis. Pitch in the dirt, swung on and missed for strike 3 as they'll need to throw to first here. And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. So very nice work there by Santana. The Twins coming up. Starting lineup for the Twins looks like this. They'll match up against a guy scouts say has one of the highest ceilings around, the right-hander Dylan Bundy. And defensively, the Orioles look like this. Leadoff hitter is set as we begin the bottom of the first.
Leading off for the Twins, center fielder, number 70.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here it comes, 2-1. Now a ball hit sharply down the line at third. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball.
Well, good start so far for the home guys. 1, 2, 3 top half, followed by a leadoff single here to start things off in the bottom half.
Marco Scutaro will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Big hole on the right side. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Outside with the breaking pitch, and he falls behind it 2-0.
If they can lay off that curveball, get into better hitters counts, they're going to see more fastballs, and that plays to your advantage as a hitter. You want fastballs and fastball counts.
Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land foul shy of the wall. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Yep, single and then a walk to start the inning. But this is exactly how big innings get started. So they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Joe Mauer will get his first opportunity now. Currently the American League's leader in stolen bases. There's the circle change, and a dandy that time as he jumps ahead with strike one. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. That's hard hit back up the middle. Tough throw to first. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow.
Boy, this is just a nice play right here, ranging up the middle. You can see that he doesn't try to rush things here. He just gathers it, steadies himself just for a brief second to square himself up, and then makes a good throw on target to get his man.
Number 61 will stand in now, and he's the right man for the job with runners in scoring position as he ranks 5th in the AL in RBIs. And he drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Runners are at second and third with one down. And he comes back with a pitch that misses here. 1-1 to the Minnesota third baseman.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Swing and a hard ground ball to third. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game.
Just a simple ground ball right here, but that's going to do the trick. And that puts our first run on the board here on the RBI groundout.
Corey Hunter will stand in for the first time. Currently third in the league in RBIs. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. And a little tapper up the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2 out here and a runner at second. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
And against a veteran hitter like this, you got to be in that strike zone early in the count. Because the more pitches he sees, the better he's going to be able to time anything you've got.
Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. And there's ball 2 now.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you got to figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Chris Davis leads things off now in the top half of the second.
First baseman, Chris Davis.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one.
Yeah, you know, first time through, he likes to start guys off with a fastball. And it's a good one, too. You know, he'll run it up there in the mid-90s.
That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were 2 pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Yeah, there's a ball right there, not hit very hard, so he's got to cover some ground in a very short amount of time, and he lays out there to pull it in. Nice play.
Matt Wieters will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night. Now the first pitch. Oh, he checked his swing there and pops this one up. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Circle change here, but it's taken for ball 2. Now the pitch. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Just overmatched him there.
Now a swing and a ground ball out to Dozier. It's short. On to first, and Wieters is set down now. 2 away.
Batting sixth, third baseman, Manny Machado.
Manny Machado will stand in here, looking to keep the inning alive with 2 gone now in the top of the second. Ball swung on and lifted in the air with some carry out towards left center. Number 70 will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They're down 1-0. Vargas will stand in, coming off a 2-home run game a night ago.
Designated hitter, number 19.
And a ball, 1-0. A ball hit hard to the left side, and that'll get by into left field, so he's on to lead off the inning.
Yeah, a hot shot that time and a tough read down there at third base. He just couldn't get the leather on it.
Danny
Santana will get his first shot at it here. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And he got him to swing early on the changeup there, as this is skied out towards straightaway right. And Young is right there to make the play for out number 1.
batting eighth.
Brian Dozier will take his first cuts here with the runner still at first and 1 away now. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman.
We're starting to see signs that he's about ready to break out of this slump he's been in. He won't get anything to show for it here, but this is a good swing and a hard hit ball. Unfortunately, though, it's just right at somebody.
Kurt Suzuki will dig in for the first time as he'll enter play 6th in the American League in hitting. First pitch on the way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
A runner on first with 2 away. One 0. Pitch, a curveball that's off the catcher's glove and gets away. And that's going to wipe away the possibility of a double play as the runner moves into second.
Well, here's another look at this on show track. And actually, this pitch might not even show up on the graphic. That's how far away from the plate it was. And this will let that base runner take a nice little stroll up to second base.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Misses low here, so the 1.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole and getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Tough take there on 3-1. I mean, if this pitch missed the inside corner, it did not miss by much. But he's going to reach base anyway.
Number 70 will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
And this is swung on and grounded out to Hardy at short. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Twins strand a pair. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. Delman Young will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
Here's the first offering. Here's Santana right back at it now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. It's 0-1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
J.J. Hardy will stand in hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. Good movement there on the fastball as Santana gets ahead 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Orioles still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Now a swing and another chance at 3rd. On to first as the throw takes care of him, and it's a quick 2-up, 2-down start to the 3rd.
Batting ninth,
Jonathan Scope will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
Yeah, and when your team still doesn't have a hit, you appreciate a call like that once in a while.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
Here's the 2-0. 3-0 now. You figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count?
Maybe even taken 2.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Here he comes, 3-1. And they are still hitless, but at least they'll have a base runner here. It's ball 4.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Stephen Pierce.
Stephen Pierce will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game. Now a check swing as he's able to fight this one off. Foul. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Two out with the man at first. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. Orioles leave 1. It remains 1-0. Marco Scudero makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Second baseman, Marco Scudero.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Leadoff base runner here as the fastball's lined into left, a base hit.
You're going to see the location of this pitch on show track. It's actually in a great spot, a couple inches off that inside corner. Normally, you'd think all a guy could do is chop that and foul it, but he gets those hands through very quickly and he just yanks it.
Joe Mauer will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Come on, Twins.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. Swing and a ball chopped foul down the left side. A runner at first with no outs here. Runner goes for second. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And he's safe. Throw to first by Hardy for out number 1.
Yeah, and here with the runner who's on the move, you've got no chance of even thinking about getting the double play. So a smart idea there just to take the sure out at first.
Number 61 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. And he'll try and crowd him there with a fastball to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
And right now, he shouldn't have any second thoughts about working hard inside. Even if you hit the guy, you've got the open base to protect you. You've got to keep this guy from getting extended.
On a ball hit hard down the line toward the coaching box, it's a foul ball. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's a line drive that's going to get over the head of Hardy and into left center field for a base hit. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
Well, not a bad start to the ball game for him offensively. Drives in another run there. Now he has both of their RBIs here in the early going.
Torrey Hunter will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. And here's the first pitch. Too high with the fastball here. It's 1-0.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Another 2-0 count here to begin an at-bat.
Once or twice is a pattern. More than that is a trend. And he's just not going to have much success if he keeps falling behind every hitter.
Three and 0 now.
If you're wondering, this is a straight green light here. When your star's up there, you bet he's swinging if it's good.
Let's go, Twins.
Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. To second for 1. Back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Twins get a run on 2 hits. On now to the top of inning number 4. Minnesota leads this one 2-0. Alejandro De Aza will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Left fielder, Alejandro De Aza.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the 4th. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. Both guys topping out at 95 miles an hour. Adam Jones will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. Here's the first offering. Here's a good fastball that time as Santana jumps ahead, 0-1.
You can tell here, in his mind, he's thinking, quick inning. He's not even trying to set guys up. He's coming right after them.
Let's go.
And Jones takes this one for a ball, 1-1. One and two. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Well, it's really not too hard to figure out what the game plan is on a guy like this. You cannot give him anything up around the belt that he can drive. So you're going to see that all 4 pitches are either mid-thigh or below, and that's right about where you're going to want to be pitching against a guy like this.
Chris Davis will stand in here hoping to pick up his club's first hit in the contest. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
I think if you gave him another chance, he'd be swinging at that one. That was a great pitch to hit.
Good arm action on the circle change, swung on and missed, 0-2.
He's just cutting his way right through the teeth of this order. They're not even putting up much of a fight.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Hit hard toward the right side. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're still down. It's 2-0. Vargas will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Designated hitter, number 19.
Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Young is there to make the catch, and the home half of the 4th starts with a 1-pitch out.
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning. Ball winds up getting hit pretty well, but not well enough to do any damage. It's a 1-pitch out.
Danny Santana will try it again. He flew out his first time. First pitch coming. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean out over the plate and eat you up.
Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. And right there for it is Young for route number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Brian Dozier.
Brian Dozier will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. Fastball in there for a called strike. Two out, nobody on.
Come on, Twins. Here we go.
Grounded, foul.
That ball's foul.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. And yet another foul ball here as this finds the seats, and the count will remain at 0-2. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. Good waste pitch, 1-2.
Well, not a bad idea up there against a guy who's been fouling everything off in sight. You never know. Maybe he goes after that one, too.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Twins are set down 1-2-3, but they're on top 2-0. Matt Wieters will be the first to stand in here in the inning for Baltimore with Manny Machado. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's Santana right as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. It's 0-1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats, foul. Now here it comes. And this ball will be chopped foul. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Here now the 2-2. Got him to reach for it there as this is grounded to short. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category. Manny Machado will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Here's a swing and a little tapper in front of the mound. Throw to first, and Santana's got it working here. 2 quick outs. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And here now is the right fielder, Delman Young. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Now a swing, and oh boy, Ground balls have ruled the inning. A third straight right here. And the throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps a foot on the bag to record the out. And something about this outing so far is beginning to look awfully familiar, especially in regards to that hit column. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Kurt Suzuki will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the
Leading
fifth.
off for the Twins, catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
Now here's the first pitch. First pitch misses here to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 9 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
That's a good eye. Wait for your pitch.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Yeah, they're being really careful with this guy. Remember, they walked him the first time around, and now they're behind 2-0 to him right here.
Here we go.
Fouled back. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
And there you see the leadoff man on deck, and you know they'd love to get someone on base when this lineup turns over.
Here he comes on 3-1. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2.
Well, that may have been the last pitch in the at-bat that he could do something with. He's not going to get anything better than that.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the fifth underway.
And that's what I'd call an intelligent at-bat. Right? It's good knowledge of the strike zone, and more importantly, of how the home plate umpire calls the strike zone. He's got himself a leadoff walk.
Number 70 will stand in now following the leadoff walk, and might we see a bunt attempt here in a 2-run ball game?
Every extra run helps. It's a possibility, but I think they'll probably let him take his chances swinging away.
First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Pitch, a curveball that's off the catcher's glove and gets away. And they got him. Boy, his feet were stuck in the mud there. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Marco Scudero waits on deck. And this is lined right back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And standing in the fine second baseman, Marco Scudero. Oh, and he straightens him up with a fastball that time. It's ball 1. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
What was that?
And there he goes towards second. Pitch outside. The throw might have been in time, but it's high, and it allows his man to dive in safely.
Boy, I'm not too sure if a good throw would have had him here or not. But you can see he doesn't get on top of his throw down, and it sails on him just a little bit. That's going to allow the runner to dive in safely with a stolen base.
Outside, 3-0 now. On deck, the lefty Joe Mauer. That one's in there, 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
And this is something we've seen before. He'll be sailing along, then all of a sudden his control will completely desert him. Not sure if that's a physical deal or a mental deal, but either way, it's not a good sign.
And now here comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to do it for Dylan Bundy. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Ubaldo Jimenez is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Joe Mauer will be his first assignment here, as he'll face him with runners at first and second and one gone.
All right, let's go.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
On the ground now for Hardy. This might be 2. One there, on to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. 1 left for Minnesota. They're up 2-0. J.J. Hardy will stand in here to get things started in the Baltimore 6th.
Shortstop, J.J. Hardy.
Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
3-0 now.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat, because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
And they are still hitless, but at least they'll have a base runner here. It's ball 4.
The second baseman, number 6, Jonathan Scope.
Jonathan Scope will dig in. Drew a walk his first time around. And he'll power in a fastball, that time at 94 for strike 1.
And that's what he needed to do after the 4-pitch walk. Come right back and get ahead versus the next guy.
Now a slider in the dirt. Good block by the catcher there. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
Here's one hit towards the hole. To second for 1. On to first, and it's a well-turned 3-6-1 double play, and quickly there are 2 gone.
Boy, and that's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ground ball to first, but then he hustles his way over to the bag to help them wrap up that 3-6-1 double play.
Steven Pierce will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Are you crazy, Blue?
And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Santana is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Orioles held in check there. They trail things here 2-0. Number 61 will dig in. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Third baseman, number 61.
Now the first pitch from Jimenez. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
Now the 1-1 home from Jimenez. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. 2-2 pitch on the way. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Right fielder, number 48.
So 1 gone in the inning now for Torrey Hunter. Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. Jones is in his tracks now. 2 gone.
And it's got to be frustrating to be a power hitter like he is and play 81 games in a pitcher's park like this one. I mean, guys are motivated by numbers, and you just wonder what he could be doing in a ballpark that better suits his swing.
Vargas will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. And this ball's pulled on the ground down the line to first. And Davis will take this one himself to retire the side. Down go the Twins in order as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Alejandro De Aza will stand in to start the 7th with that big 0 still looming in the hit column.
All right, can I officially start the countdown right now? I'm not scared to talk about a no-hitter up here. There's only 9 outs between him and a no-hitter as we speak.
Here's Santana right back at it now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. It's 0-1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Now we'll try to beat one out here, but this will be just foul. And he strikes him out here, so that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
And for you at home, all I'm going to do is direct your attention to the hits column right there. It is what it is here in the 7th inning.
1 gone now in the Baltimore 7th, and standing in the fine center fielder Adam Jones. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
And Jones fails to come up with that one as he falls behind here, 0-2 now.
Right. It's the 7th inning, and it looks like he's just jumped into the ballgame. Strikeout to start things, and now an 0-2 count.
Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. And they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
So 1-2 with 1 away. And this is fouled back and out of play. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And this late into his afternoon of work, the longer this at-bat goes, the better chance that he might slip up and leave one out over the middle of the plate.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
And even 3-2, I don't know if you want to challenge him here. Better to put him on than to give up a solo home run.
And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Fouled straight back. Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. There to take it is Scudero. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
You know, there's a lot of pressure on the defense to make a play in a game like this. Everything's magnified at this point, so that's a really good job to stay with this ball and make the play.
Chris Davis will step in now, 0 for 2 to this point. In there for strike 1.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Swing and a ground ball out to Dozier. It's short. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. They're down 2-0. Danny Santana will step in now to lead off the home half of the seventh. Bottom three in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around and no argument, and it's 1-1. Looking to drop one down, but he can't make contact. 1-2. Now here's the pitch. And that'll even the count here. It's now 2-2 to the Minnesota shortstop. And this misses from Jimenez, and that'll fill up the count now. 3-2. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still full at 3-2. He'll try it again. 3-2. Now he swings and hits this ball on the ground, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Pretty good work out of the bullpen, as you see there. He got called in much earlier than I'm sure he expected, but he's given him a real lift so far.
Brian Dozier will stand in again. He lined out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time up. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Now the 1-1 home from Jimenez. And that's on the outside corner. 1-2. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And that misses. 2-2.
Just like the guy he faced before this, another long at bat here. He's had to make 13 pitches just to these last 2 hitters.
1 out, nobody on. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. And look out as this bat shatters on impact. And this is fouled straight back. Ready with another 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full. 3-2.
Well, that might be his way of saying, look, enough of the foul balls already.
And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Young will have a look here, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. And right there for it is Young for route number 2.
And this is one of those at-bats where if you're on the mound, you got to be saying, look, Uncle, I'll just lay it in there. You know, in the end, they get the fly out, but boy, it sure took a lot of pitches to get there.
Kurt Suzuki will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Out in front of the fastball here as this is drilled into left field. That's a base hit. And he continues to hit the ball well as that'll push his hitting streak up to 7 games now. Number 70 will bat now 2 for 3 in the ballgame. Now the first pitch from Jimenez. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Boy, good pitch, good spot. That thing tailed right back over the outside corner.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. All the way here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy, get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
Ready on 2-1. Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now. Marco Scutaro would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
And it looked like he was on his way to breezing through this half inning. But then a base hit, now a walk here with 2 away, and that's opened the door for these guys to maybe do some damage after all.
Marco Scutaro will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And that's taken up and in for ball 2.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
And this is going to be a foul ball. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Now a fastball swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And the route is on now. It's a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 5 on the year. And the Twins have extended their lead to 5-0.
And he's a strike away from getting out of this unscored upon, but you can see the location mistake there. And now, all of a sudden, he goes from possibly hanging a goose egg to serving up a 3-run home run.
Ryan Webb will get the ball looking to get the final out now here in this 7th inning.
Ryan Webb.
Joe Mauer will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. Check swing here and a little looper. Scope is there and the side is retired. But the Twins do strike for 3, all coming on this 3-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Twins. Matt Wieters will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. And this is going to be a foul ball. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here, 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now.
And just another outstanding pitch right there. And it's not easy to do with so much on the line here in the 8th inning. But he's now down to his final 5 outs.
Manny Machado will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
I know the adrenaline can get to you sometimes, but when you start overthrowing your fastball like that, that's a bit of a red flag.
Up top, it's 2-0. Maybe the pressure of the no-hitter getting to him a bit.
Yeah, 2-0 now. He's got to be careful it doesn't all go up in smoke right here.
Good sharp slider there, and he couldn't catch up to it. 2-1 now. Here it comes. And this is going to be a foul ball. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. The next 3-2. Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. Scudero will look this one in for out number 2.
4 outs to go, and if he's feeling the pressure out there, he sure isn't showing it. He looks like he's just out there throwing a bullpen session or something.
Delman Young will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. Now a circle change, but he takes it low, ball 2.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
Strike sign must have been on there because that's right down the middle. Strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball taken the other way, but this should be routine out there in right field. Hunter is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Number 61 will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Third baseman, number 61.
And he jumps on this one and hits it high in the air to deep center field. And that ball is gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 5 on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Sooner or later, somebody was going to get him. That's just the first home run he's allowed out of the bullpen all season long. He's been lights out all year, but he got beat there.
Corey Hunter will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Corey Hunter.
And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Yeah, and he's got to be careful not to give up yet another home run here in this inning. So you can see they're approaching with caution here.
Here comes the 2-1 now to Hunter. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. And this sails right over Davis's head.
Boy, nowhere close with this throw. Here's another look at first base. I mean, not only is this thing over his head, but you see it take off to the right field side of the bag, so it's not even on target. Very sloppy there. Potentially dangerous, too.
Vargas will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. No one out with a runner at second. And this is on the ground toward the hole. Look at this. Throw, got him. And I'm going to tell you, that is an incredible play.
Well, we've seen this time and time again from this guy. He is the reigning Gold Glove Award winner at this position. And if he's not the best in the game at what he does, I don't know who else is.
Danny Santana will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. And he misses 2-1.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
1 out and a runner on second base. Here's a ground ball to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Well, at the very least, he does move that runner up to third base. But with 2 away now, I don't think that's exactly what he was hoping to accomplish. I think he wanted to drive him in.
Brian Dozier will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0.
When you're down by 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
You can do it.
Not very aggressive there as that's down the middle for strike 1.
Well, I think the time for patience is over. You've got to make something happen up there when you've got a runner in scoring position.
In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now on 3 and 2, you got to go with your strength.
And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. This is hit sharply to the left side. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Hey, and when you've got a guy going for a shutout, you may as well get him some more help. I doubt he'll need it, but they're able to add on for him here.
Kurt Suzuki will try and keep things going now with the runner at first following the RBI single. And that misses ball 1. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it? Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball, but a foul ball, 1-1. And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
And here's a swing and a ball lifted in the air into fairly deep center field. Jones is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We've played 8 full. Twins lead it 7-0. J.J. Hardy will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yep, this is mop-up time out there right now. But hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. Put yourself in the shoes of that man right there. What's going through his mind right now?
Well, I would guess he's trying to approach his ninth inning the same way he has earlier, but come on, we know his heart's racing. You just got to focus on the glove and trust what your catcher's calling, because he's done a heck of a job also.
Here's a slider for a called strike. And he should be okay to go the distance here. He's just now about to hit 100 pitches for the ball game. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And I know he wants the shutout, but with his pitch count the way it is right now, a walk right here might signal the end of the line for him.
And that one is a called strike as he's rebounded to run it full now, 3-2.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd, a foul ball. And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the two-strike pitch and chops it foul. And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still folded 3-2. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
That's a big one there to start the ninth. 2 outs away now. You can cut the tension in this building with a knife.
Jonathan Scope will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. Fastball here is hit on the ground, but foul. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the ninth.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. On to first, and the Orioles are down to their final out.
1 out to go. Can you believe this? Man, I wonder what's going through his head right now.
Stephen Pierce will stand in now as he is the last man to stand in the way of possible history here this afternoon. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing.
One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. Low, 2 balls and a strike.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. And now this crowd of around 24,000 supporters come to their feet. And this is in the dirt as it swung on and missed, but this should be a pretty straightforward play to first. And they get the force, and that will officially do it. It's a no-hitter.
Well, he's down there getting swarmed by his teammates right now, and he deserves it. Truly one of the best pitching performances that I've ever witnessed. And he puts his name into the record books with that no-hitter.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, the Twins were given a great boost in this one thanks to the start of this man, Ervin Santana. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, but probably the easiest player of the game decision we'll have to make all year. He got some help along the way from his defense, but all in all, this was his show. And he winds up in the history books with a no-hitter.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Twins are victorious in this one, 7-0. So long from Minneapolis.
The final line score for this afternoon's ballgame for the victorious Twins. 7 runs on 9 hits. No errors. Left 7 men on base. For the Orioles, no runs on no hits. 1 error. They left just 1 runner on base. The winning pitcher is Ervin Santana. His record is now 4-0. The loss goes to Dylan Bundy. He falls to 2-2. Time of the ball game, 3 hours exactly. A reminder, fans, that additional light rail trains on the Hiawatha Line and Central Corridor are available at the Target Field station located beyond right field on 3rd Avenue.